that internship is mandatory. Like good companies coming in the second phase also, like Qualcomm, Honeywell, and all these things.
Oh my god! Wow!
The campus is huge and it is like very beautiful, especially in spring season. Like everywhere it is greenery.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
If you are an IIT, it's not just about the placement season. You have that level of peer connection. You can get referrals from a lot of resources. Like
try to start coding beforehand only, because you will not struggle with the assignments and all these things.
Hi everyone, and welcome again to another session of Brute Force. And we are continuing this series of Live Your Dreams. In this series, we are talking about different IITs, how the MTech journey is in those IITs, the opportunities, placements, and everything. And in this very special session, so people have been commenting and waiting for this session particularly for a long time. So IIT Kharagpur, one of the top 5 IITs, is not yet covered. So today we have with us Shruti. She is from IIT Kharagpur. She is passing out her masters, her MTech from IIT Kharagpur this year, and rest of the things definitely we'll get to know from her. But just before that, Shruti, thank you very much for joining us in this session.
Thank you for inviting me, Tata.
Yeah, so can you please briefly talk about your background?
Yeah, so my name is Shruti Pandey. I'm currently in my final year of MTech at IIT Kharagpur, and I've been placed at Apple as a software engineer. And I have passed 1 year experience at TCS before joining my MTech. So this is what.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we'll start with the very obvious and basic question that how do you look upon the past 2 years as a part of your life? So how the journey has been, what have been your experiences from this, or like going back 3 years in your life, do you think this was worth it?
So, looking back on my journey, so definitely it is worth it. Like where I am standing right now, it my all the hard work and everything has been paid off, which I feel right now. And काफी ups and downs रहे journey में, because I had to push my limits. I had to study a lot. I had to like get out of my comfort zone, and because workload and everything is very hectic over here, and looking, and when you are among the like top competitors around you, like everybody is talented over here, everybody has like they have very great skills. So competing among them and bringing the best out of you, that is what is required in these 2 years. And yeah, but it is a hassle, but you eventually you do it if you put in some effort, and you see, like eventually if you be consistent, and if you put yourself into situations where you get to learn a lot, you make friends and you learn from their skills also, so then it gets managed.
I see. Definitely, I can understand what you just told. Yeah, it is a like a different experience when you just suddenly get into this IIT zone. Coming, yeah, we have prepared for GATE and all, and suddenly you are in this highly competitive pool, and so much
Yeah.
happening things around you. So, I know I feel that definitely. Yeah. So now let us move ahead with some information about IIT Kharagpur. So even after GATE, some of the top institutions do conduct other interviews or exam processes for admission. So what is the admission process exactly for IIT Kharagpur?
No, for the computer science department, there's no interview as such. It is generally solely based upon the gate score, and they decide the cutoff, and based on that, and that cutoff is also published on their official site. So that is
Okay.
also you can refer to, and with the help of that only counseling, we get admission.
Okay. So is there just one degree like MTech CSE, or there can be additional branches or other degrees?
Yeah, interdisciplinary branches are there, and like there is computer science and data processing also, that is
Okay.
that comes under the mathematics department. So these
Okay.
things are there other departments, but mainly the students who give GATE CS they prefer to join CS department only.
Absolutely. And what about the courseworks and workloads there? So starting from the first
Yes,
semester, yeah, I just want to know how much trouble you had dealing with all the
yeah,
courses.
it was very hectic. At like first semester was really very hectic because it was everything was new, and we had that habit of like 4 year BTech. It went very smoothly. We had that habit of completing our
Yeah.
assignments last moment and studying
Hmm.
1 day before the exam. So
Yeah.
that habit has been like it has to be changed after coming here. So
Hmm.
there are basically two mandatory courses, like two theory courses, and one lab is compulsory, and other
Okay.
two are elective subjects, which students can choose accordingly. And
Okay.
so that the credit for the subjects are divided into credits. So the maximum credit is 4. So basically we had a struggle in our core subjects only. So that was a bit difficult for each one of us, and we struggled in scoring, like because we have to maintain the CGPA also. After
Yeah.
if we have like we have only 1 year for the CGPA thing,
Hmm.
because the placements will be
Then
there,
placements
and
come.
that will
Yeah.
be based upon, yeah.
Hmm.
So we need to put in our efforts. And second semester is one theory mandate course and one lab, and other 4 subjects are elective.
So in
So
total of in the
the
MTech, how many courses are there?
basically we need to complete credits like 20 to
Hmm.
22 credits in each semester. So total
Okay.
I think 2 to 5 in first semester and 6 in second semester. So this
Okay.
includes lab as well. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So around 11, 12
yeah,
courses. And
yeah,
you
and the
have,
whole semester is packed up with assignments and every other thing,
yeah. And
presentations and
projects
all.
ends up
We,
like during the ends and the
yeah,
project.
projects,
Uh,
yeah, projects as well, and like we are packed up. We are never free. We do assignments, projects, and then there are tests, class tests, mid sems, end
mhm.
sems. Everything is like we never get time for our like
Absolutely, I
free.
can.
Yeah,
So in the second year, of course, there is thesis, right? Is
yeah.
that
In
mandatory
second year,
or
no,
like based on
no,
choice?
thesis is mandatory, and
Okay.
additionally you can audit courses, but
Mhm.
people generally don't do
Obviously, why
because
would
they
they?
have to yeah, they have to prepare for placement and everything.
Yeah.
So second year is just the thesis work.
Okay. So the workload is as you say, in the first year it is quite hectic, and second year
Yeah,
the workload is not just about like it's not by coursework, mainly basically for
but the
placements and
placement.
theses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
How much workload is in the thesis? Like, even during the placement, was it too hard or hectic uh,
No,
in the third semester?
generally it has been divided into 3 semesters. Like from the
Okay.
second semester only, you need to decide the project and everything, and your guide.
Okay.
And so second semester is dealing with the literature survey and everything. And after that, you have to work. So it depends upon the guide to guide how them like some guides have organized weekly updates. Some have
Mm-hmm.
like they have different approaches.
Okay.
So it
I
depends
see.
upon, yeah.
Yeah. But in any ways, I think it is hectic, but of course it is
It's
manageable at
manageable.
the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is manageable. Like for the placements and part, it is manageable.
Mm-hmm.
And the professors are also like very supportive if you ask time for from them for the placement preparation and everything.
Yeah. That is very nice. Which not exactly true for all the professors. So I don't
Yeah,
want to go into
like
the
it depends. Yeah, yeah,
I know. Yeah. So, fortunately, my professor allowed me a break. So, he actually, not just me, he leaves all of his placement oriented students in October. So, he gives 2 months completely for placements. You don't need to do anything at all. So,
yeah,
that is a
yeah.
good
That,
relief.
that only I said. It depends
Mhm.
on the professor to professor.
Professor. Yeah, totally. Totally. And then coming to one more important question that is a very hot topic among all the top IITs. It's if internship is allowed there or not. So I know it is allowed in 2 or 3 top institutes. like IIT Madras.
Yeah.
In IIT Guwahati also it is allowed. So what exactly
So
is the?
last year only they made it mandatory in our from our batch, that internship is mandatory.
You serious?
But it
Mandatory?
couldn't happen like, yeah, it was mandatory, but they just it couldn't happen because it was the first year, so few people got internship because we have to participate in our second phase of internship. We
Hmm.
couldn't get into the first phase because our admissions are there after that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
first second phase few got internship, like I also got internship, and like the ones who have not got internship, they do their MTech work in the summers as an internship part.
Okay.
So that covers under internship. But this year, as I can see, there are like good companies coming in the second phase also, like Qualcomm, Honeywell, and all these
Mm-hmm.
things.
Oh my god!
So I think this year, like slowly, it will get better only.
So this basic statement is IIT Kharagpur allows internship for
Yeah,
MTech students. That is
yeah,
really
but
good.
we could not participate in the first phase because of the
Definitely,
admissions.
the admission process actually, just
Yeah,
finishes
so we
after
have
that.
to participate in the second phase.
Hmm.
That is the
I
thing.
see. So after completing a 6 course hectic second semester, you did the internship and then started
Yeah,
your MTP.
yeah,
That was a very hectic
for me.
2023, I must say.
It was,
Yeah.
it was.
So, okay, fine. So we have discussed some of the professional things. Let's come to another very intriguing question, which I personally find like I am very curious about it, about the campus of IIT Kharagpur. So every IIT and everywhere thinks about what exactly is 2200 acres about. So,
Yeah, it is huge. The campus is huge and it is like very beautiful, especially in spring season. Like everywhere, it is greenery and
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
you can roam around whenever you want, wherever
actually,
you
do you
want.
have some nice pictures? Then I will add that by the end of the video.
Yeah, I have. I'll share that those with you. So it
Yeah.
is beautiful. Campus is beautiful, and we have very nice outlets for food and all these things, which have been
And how
started
big is
like
it?
recently.
So, like exactly how big is it? Can you travel that in, definitely not in one day, but in 2 or 3 days?
Oh, obviously, like in one day also, if you wish to, you can by through cycle or some commute. That is feasible. But yeah, like it is huge. You every day or like one day, if you'll decide, then you can.
Okay. So actually
So
our campus is around 550 acres. And initially when I came here, initially I thought that, okay, well, it's very big, very big. And after 1 or 2 months, like after since 1 or 2 months, I felt like it is very small. So सब कुछ तो देख ही लिया है,
yeah,
अभी कुछ
like
बचा नहीं.
नहीं अभी तो it campus is huge, like we have many places to explore, and in the starting we feel like everything is very distant, but usually gradually you like आदत हो जाती है फिर,
Mm-hmm.
then
Yeah,
that
I know.
those distance doesn't seem that huge. So
But that
we
IIT
have that
Kharagpur campus
helipad.
is a, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I was gonna
helipad
stop.
is there. Yeah,
And a
so
jail
we
also is there.
should.
I
Yeah,
heard.
jail is there, Hijli jail is there, museum is there, and so many things are there. So
That's why IIT Kharagpur campus is always a mystery to all IITians. Like, वो है क्या वहाँ पे 2200 acres में? So
it
yeah,
is full of greenery, like very peaceful, very nice.
yeah. You must share some pictures. I'll add that by the end.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure,
And
for sure.
what about the other campus activities? So have you like? I know there must be going on fests and a lot of activities even in spring semester. I know
Yeah.
things go on in IITs in spring sem. But anyways, so how happening the campus life is, and did you get enough time to explore those things?
So for happening, it is, yes, it is very happening, but time we don't get time. MTech students don't get time because we are so much loaded with our work, and 2 years is very less because
Mm-hmm.
first year is loaded with the curriculum, second year is loaded with the placement.
Thesis,
After
placement,
December
everything.
only we are like free and we can explore few things, like there is gym, swimming, and all those sports and
Mm-hmm.
everything, cultural activities that we can explore only in the last semester. So before that, it's like quite loaded. If you'll explore those things, then you have to ignore the study part and all.
You have to compromise with some other, but I know people actually underestimate the pressure in MTech TA. So in 2 years, there is a lot of things like 10 plus
Yeah, there are a
courses,
lot of
placements,
things. Yeah,
thesis, and most
placement,
importantly,
thesis, and
yeah, and even after all this, most important thing is getting accustomed with the culture in the initial phase. That
yeah,
takes some
initial
time.
phase like scoring and the how the teacher
Exactly.
teaches, how we need to study. Like we had that habit of like we spoiled ourselves in those
Yeah,
four
exactly.
years.
Totally.
No,
Totally. And in the
so
first time,
because
I
of that.
remember I wasted a lot of time thinking about like trying to calculate from my marks what grade I'll be getting. And my seniors kept telling me you can never guess actually in the related grading. You don't know what is gonna happen. Just don't think
Yeah, I
about it.
used
But
to do the same. I used to check whether in this subject, okay, I'll get this grade and all these. Yeah,
yeah,
our seniors used to say, just be above average, and in the relative thing, everything will be fine,
exactly.
and you get above 8 CGPA. My main aim was only to get above 8 CGPA, and that was so big task for me. Like I used to think, how will I be able to score that? That was the
Yeah.
thing.
And I actually dared to take a few courses which, but like even in this semester I took a course. I am from AI background, and I took a course on virtualization. Nothing, I just one
Okay.
fine morning I thought that I want to learn virtualization. I still don't know why did I even think of that.
Are you stupid or something?
But anyways, and even in this course, every time in every exam, every assignment, I just kept trying to just stick to the mean. In any ways I have to stick to the mean.
No! God, please, no! No!
It is very hectic
Yeah,
in
that
that
is
sense.
the thing. Yeah, like
Yeah.
grading is relative, but in our first semester one subject we had that was absolute. So majority of the students got C or D grade, and that brought our grades a little bit down because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolute is kind of scary. Uh, yeah. So now, then again, moving to the last and most important thing, most important topic, why people choose IIT or choose this path in career, that is because of placements, mostly. Definitely, research opportunities is another perspective, but in a lot of cases, it is about placements. So yeah, I know this is recession time and all over India, everywhere the placements have seen a little downfall, but still, as far as I know, in IITs it has not been that bad. So like it has, like it was more or less so. So can you just talk a little bit about
Yeah, like our batch has suffered a lot, I could say, because I've
that? Okay.
seen faces like people have prepared so well, they are so brilliant mind and still struggling to get a job or get a shortlist
Hmm.
in the for the interview. So like it was like good for few people, but not good for few people. Like some of them are still not placed, and they are working hard and seeking other opportunities and all these things. So placement was like, because comparatively this market was very down this year.
Hmm.
So in spite, not only MTech, BTech students have also struggled. So there is no BTech or MTech thing. But yeah, few companies preferred BTech, few companies preferred MTech. So it is both the ways. Like few students got lucky, so they got placed in day
Mm.
zero, day one. Till day two, it was fine placement. We thought that yeah, everything is going fine, but the thing is assumed like on day three there will be maximum placements from the past history, past trend. So, but this time day three had zero placements. Like it had no placements from our batch. So everybody got demotivated, and like it was like majority of the students have been placed in an average package or some sort of that. But
What
we
has
are
been
sure
the
that if
average?
they are, yeah, like I can't tell you the figures right now
Not
because I'm not
just
clear on
the
that fact.
okay. No, just
Yeah,
a
but
estimation about the average.
like 16 to 20, I guess. 16 to 20.
Hmm. So what is the batch strength here?
IT
Like 100
Bombay
people sit for 100 people here sits for MTech, MS combined everything.
C. Okay. MTech CS.
MTech CS. MTech CS,
Okay,
MS,
so
everything in C computer science. Around 100 people from masters sit for the placements. So
so
around
here it's 70, around 70 students.
okay, around
Yeah,
25 to
so
30 people
22
were
were
unplaced here in phase
20,
one.
22 to 25 were unplaced in the first phase. So it never happened. Like last to last year
Exactly.
was
Everyone
like
gets
in
placed in phase 1
3 days every
mostly.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, generally, yeah, that is the thing.
Actually,
But
it is
this
very
time,
much similar to like what I saw here. The situation here has been horrible. So yeah, I can totally relate because even some of my friends were there. So seeing their faces and going with them for
yeah,
walk-ins,
that
and
is
it was very troublesome. And it happened exactly like the same from the past trends. Our day two was very strong, but here actually day one had seen better placements than last year. So we are very hopeful ki fine we will survive. But day
yeah,
two,
that same
very
scenario. Yeah.
mm, day two
Like
was
in
huge
day
shock.
zero, every like we got offer from Apple, Microsoft,
Hmm.
Qualcomm. So like
Exactly.
around I guess 3 to 5, 7, 8 students got placed on
Hmm.
day zero only. So everybody thought that now it's fine. I think placements will be there, but then
A lot of companies here actually backed out. I mean, totally, they didn't even hire for softwares. Hardware companies hired
yeah,
for hardware, but didn't release any shortlist for software. So
yeah,
think,
same thing happened. Same thing
uh-huh,
happened here also.
yeah, I know.
So
But
we can't blame any college. It's just the job
it's generic.
market and everything.
But still at the end, to the viewers or like anyone who is like coming to IIT or thinking of about it, I want to say the message that it may be hectic, it may be problematic in some situations. This is
Yeah.
recession time, but even for the students who had this problem, had to face this situation back then, they, after all, some of them were placed after that, and the placements were not like totally bad. They got somewhat good companies or good packages,
Yes.
and some of the
Like
students
we
who were,
gain knowledge also over here. We gain experience
and
and
for from if
studying in
you
a
are,
top,
yeah, go on.
studying in a tier one college is in itself an experience. Like
Yeah,
I think
and
everybody
it's
should
not just about
experience that.
key. If you are an IIT, it's not just about the placement season. You have that level of peer connection. You can get
Yeah.
referrals from a lot of resources. Like our seniors worked hard and they got referrals for a number of students which worked in some
Yeah,
cases.
and
So
one suggestion I would like to give to the upcoming batch, like people, if you are getting into an IIT or something, just like try to get hang on with the coding part. Like try to start coding beforehand only, because you will not struggle with the assignments and all these things. So if you have 1 or 2 months free with you, so it's
after
better
gate, this
to
time, yes,
after
this
gate,
time is
yeah,
free.
the free time which you have, like just do one question a day or something like that, and just uh,
Mm-hmm.
like build your flow of coding. That will be very
Definitely,
helpful in the curriculum.
that is a very good suggestion. Yeah, but yeah, so that's all for today. Those are the mostly those are the questions. And as a thank you for sharing your suggestion for the juniors. For
Thank you
so
so
I
much.
guess there are two kinds of people who are watching this video: people who want to get this motivation from you to get into a top IIT and have this flourishing career, and people who have cleared gate and waiting to choose which
Waiting.
IIT to go into.
Yeah.
I know this is a very exciting phase for students to choose the institution and all.
Sure, sure.
So yeah, definitely. Thank you for joining us for this
Yeah,
podcast and
thank you.
watching till the end. Thank you, Shruti, for sharing your experiences, your journeys, and your suggestions. And
Thank you so much, Tathagata. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you, everyone. So that's it for today. So if you haven't already subscribed the video, please subscribe, and then we will see you in some other day, some other session. Bye bye.